you are watching ruby-throated hummingbirds feeding on feeders that have been provided for them. The behavior that is being observed is the fighting of the hummingbirds for a spot on the feeder. With it being summertime, the juveniles have already been hatched and have left the nest. Male juveniles resemble the adult females closely, and it is very difficult to tell them apart. The adult males have very bright red throats, whereas the females have white throats with some faint black coloring. The juveniles and females have white-tipped tail feathers, which is the main factor we will be using to tell the adults from the juveniles. After observing these birds for a while, I have come to the conclusion that there are many juvenile males and not very many females. It is expected that the older the male hummingbirds were, the more aggressive they would be. After recording and researching, this hypothesis was found to be incorrect. Paul Ewald did a similar investigation on black-chinned hummingbirds and charted that out of 84 fights, the juveniles won 68. Although 16 of the total 84 fights were juvenile against juvenile, this still showed that juveniles are the more aggressive age group. Hummingbirds defended the feeders because it is their territory. It is expected that the more invaders there are, the smaller the territory will become, because the main hummingbird is constantly chasing away invaders. This was found to be true in a study that was conducted and then wrote by Mary Norton, Peter Arcres, and Paul Ewald, where they stated that our results confirm the prediction that increased intrusion pressure decreases territory size when food is available at a constant rate. Hummingbirds have not always been at this location in order to fight for this territory. It is thought that they have started out in other countries, like many other species found in America today. As stated in an article by Jeremy Maguire and his colleagues, hummingbirds originated in South America and eventually expanded to North America. Protecting their territory has always been a strong quality, and it is not something that has just evolved. Hummingbirds are very territorial, and it is expected that they act this way in order to protect their feeding spot. They will go to great lengths to chase away some, but will also ignore others. For example, in a study that Gary Stills conducted on male Anna hummingbirds, he found that the male Annas ignored non-hummingbirds outside of his territories as well as inside of them, but sometimes chased and displayed aggressive behavior at other hummingbirds. The only bird chased when they were flying high over his territory were other hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very territorial and want to constantly protect their food source in order to ensure proper nutrients and requirements.